West Ham United, you all needed every hammer you could find in the vicinity. Every sledgehammer, Triple H, DX, the two-man power trip, the Click. Every wrestler you could have found had association to Triple H and any sledgehammer in history. I'm telling you right now, you could have brought all that and you was still getting packed today, bro. Sledgehammer to your whole head, man, to your whole operation. That's what I'm talking about, man. That's that ass whooping y'all had coming for a long time. This is just business. What's going on, everybody? It's full-time trip. West Ham 0. Whew. Arsenal 6 at the London Stadium. Ass whooping personified today, man. That was our best game of the season. That was our best game of the season. Domination and deserved domination. It was I needed that one. I needed hook that up to the veins, boy. After all that crap from West Ham fans trying to big up some type of pseudo beef with us or whatever, y'all little bro, you know what I'm saying? Must respect everybody. But y'all little bro, don't try and start nothing like crazy. We should have beat them past 2 times during the season. But again, the chances that we scored, we just didn't bury them. Stuff didn't happen. But we loaded up. We loaded up that in the back of our heads. We came to London Stadium today, absolutely murdered them. Took about 20 minutes for us to adjust to the press, figure out what's going on, solidify some of our rotations. As soon as we clocked in, we was like, oh, okay, yeah, we just lock in. Set piece, boom, okay, it's time to go. Just goal after goal after goal. They had nothing for us. Defense was superb today. Again, midfield, carving them up like nobody's business, stopping attacks like nobody's business. Simple business. The attack was on smoke. The right decisions, the right intensity, and just when it came time to rock, it was on people's necks, bro. On people's necks. Fantastic games today. This is what Saka. I think it was Saka's 100th goal GA for Arsenal. I think he's the 5th youngest ever Arsenal player to now score 50 goals for the club. It was Gabriel's 150th game. Just so much. Again, goal and 2 assists from Declan Rice on their head tops, worth his weight in gold. Every single time. And that's all you need to know, brother. That's all you need to know. It was just, that was the statement, man. That was the statement I was talking about. Are we able to turn the screw? We've done it a couple of times this season against, again, like, we've done it against, was it Sheffield? I think Palace, we did a few, we put a few past them and stuff like that. Ajax in Champions League, but can we do it, in a situation where these guys are really, really tough to break down? West Ham, they're set piece FC, or what I'm saying, they're gonna be set piece FC, hard to break down FC, park the bus, try and counter, blah blah blah. We nullified everything they did. Use set pieces to open them up, so beat them at their own game. And once they were open, we just started hitting them for everything they were worth. Like a charm. All this brings me such vindication. And let me tell you why. Last season, we played a Liverpool team and a West Ham team back to back, or somewhere in close succession in the league, in this early part of the second year of a season between, last and, like 2022, 2023. You get what I'm saying? And we stuttered. We had a misstep. We didn't get the job done in those 2 key places at Liverpool, again, and at West Ham. And I'm not saying everything's the same because they flipped for Liverpool, but we faced Liverpool and we faced West Ham this season. We 3-1 Liverpool, dominating performance. One of our best performances, I'd say our best performance up to the year so far. Until today, after we faced this West Ham team and put them in the dirt with no hesitations. Full ruthlessness on display. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to see. And mind you, even more vindication, we did that with hella subs, hella people out. Let me go down. Let me go on the list. No Tomiyasu, no Timber, no Zinchenko, no Partey, no Emma Smith-Rowe, no Fabio Vieira, no Gabriel Jesus. 7 players out. Most of which who would start? Most of which who would start or be in contention to start or occupy our bench. We had, who was it? Bandera was there, Walters was there, and Waneri was there. People who don't usually get our bench, the youngsters and stuff like that. And Nenny, Cedric, if our team was fit, they not even within a shout. We're doing this with subs, and I'm not even saying makeshift team, because we're all understanding what's going on, but the performances put down by these guys with the absence of again, some of our very important players, that is such a credit to the team. You can't say anything about this today. You can't say this was a consummate top to bottom, flawless victory. Flawless victory, man. I don't care what y'all say. This was wonderful. We needed this. I absolutely loved it. This puts us, what, third place? We're equal on goal difference with City now. We're equal on goal difference with City. With no superstar striker. With no superstar striker. You know what I'm saying? You know what type of a mental thing this? We're ridiculous. We're ridiculous. And now the fruits are coming to ripen and for us to harvest. They're coming for us to harvest. The work that we put in over the season to really put the performance, that foundation down of us mitigating teams and reducing what they do to nothing, and be able to platform ourselves to do what we do best in all situations, whether it's a low block, whether it's a mid block, whether it's a high press, whether it's whatever. Our ability to do our business and reduce an opponent's business to nothing has been second to none this season. I don't know what you want from us. That was a great game, man. Let me just go to these ratings before I lose my mind, bro. Oh my goodness. Real quick, starting goal, David Raya. David Raya gets an 8 today. Listen, again, how consistently he's able to find these great throws, these great kicks and stuff, and just distribute the ball so well to kickstart our attack, bypass anything. I feel like his throwing naturally, like I think a part of his throwing and a part of an effect and a byproduct of it is just forcing the team back, because if they press too high and he cuts through one, you know what I'm saying, he cuts to one line, they're already under the cosh, so they have to like take steps back. I feel like they were pressing out in the first 20 minutes. They started to really, you know what I'm saying, get some oomph about them, try and get about the pitch, try and press us a little bit higher. There's some times they actually got ahead of us too, but I feel like we got into a rhythm about 20-25 minutes in, and they couldn't catch us. They couldn't catch us. And I think a part of that was down to his throwing and distribution to get to the right people in the right places and platform us onto certain attacks and more strong and consistent possession. So down to him, 8 clean sheet, can't complain. Ben White gets an 8.5 today. This guy is so disrespected, and it pisses me off. It really does piss me off. I find it funny in these right back shouts. Who was the best right back in the season? Again, I'll give it to Trent all day as the best, but I'm talking about the conversation. Why isn't Ben White mentioned in these more? In my opinion, why isn't he mentioned in these more? Because he does so much. Today, he was a center mid. Shout out to Austrian Gunnar, because he called us from like a year ago when he caught clips of him playing at Brighton, and he did this at Brighton, and it totally slipped my mind. But again, he has the ability to do so much. And if you watch the Arsenal All or Nothing documentary and you saw him get quoted on his ability to learn so many different things, whether he's an out and out right back, inverting, you know what I'm saying, turn into a center mid fully, you know what I mean, on the right wing doing overlaps, his ability to just have so many different functions and manage all of them in such a very, very concrete way is ridiculous. 8.5 today. He was stellar. He was stellar in the absence where we needed a bit of that extra manpower to invert with Nozinchenko. Fantastic today. Gabriel and Saliba, I'm about to say, I'm gonna rate them both. They both get 8.5s as well. I think they handle business pretty well. Can't say nothing beyond them. Well, both of them scored a goal. Both of them scored a goal too. I might give a 9. I might give a 9, son. Both of them scored set pieces. I mean, what do you want us to do? What do you want me to do, bro? There's nothing less that I can say. Again, Saliba, wonderful opening the game up with his header. He's been overdue a goal for a long time, so I'm glad he got that. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, what do you want? I'm geeking. This is great. Both of them played very, very good games. I think it had some, I don't think it really had any trouble. Jared Bowen in the first opening stages maybe was a little bit wily, but afterwards you see him like kind of like he had to drop deeper and deeper and deeper to receive the ball and try and play on the wings. He couldn't play in the middle. He couldn't touch neither of them. Him or Kudus couldn't do anything through the middle. They eventually got X'd out and they had to go play on the wing, try and find something. So credit to them. They did a really good job, scored crucial goals for us to get ahead and start asserting our dominance and getting a really consistent lead. Good for them. I'm gonna give an 8 to Jakob Kivior. I think he was really good today. I think he was good. Again, had some trouble in the first opening stages, but eventually found his rhythm, found a way to get some, again, good passes in, and just defensively is what I'm looking for primarily, because I know that's, I think people might look at him and see he might be the weakest point in the defense, maybe the one that isn't as consistent in today's lineup across the back line. He's like, okay, we can probably try and get at him and see what's going on. And I think he held it down pretty well. There was maybe a couple scary moments that came from his side, but nothing too crazy. I give him an 8 today. I think he put out a good shift. Let me go Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz, I can't give anybody less than an 8 today, bro. I'm sorry. I can't give anybody less than an 8. Even though he didn't get any GA, I think he was still very, very good. I still think, again, his movements, the pass security, him in duels was very, very important. Again, and set pieces, just anybody being presence, I think that would have been more in effect. I wanted him to get GA. I want him to get GA so bad, but I just liked his movements and where he was in the space as per usual. But I feel like today definitely helped as they started to crunch down. I just want him to be a little bit, you already know the deal, a little bit more assertive with the little passes, the final ball or something like that. But after the first half, it was just a cakewalk. So they were just training drills. I would have loved to see him get a goal and assist though, but I got to give him an 8 too. Declan, worth his weight in gold. Rice, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. West Ham, before we leave the stadium, we gonna drop you like another 5 million. We just gonna drop you another 5 million. How about that? You know what I'm saying? What's y'all real talk? What's y'all cash app, man? Let me send some of y'all cash app real quick, cause y'all just, bro, it was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. Screen. let me not even get to that first. Declan Rice on set pieces has been a revelation, and Nicholas Jover, whoever was behind that decision, you guys need 1,000,001 different flowers. You guys need a ridiculous amount of flowers for that. Declan Rice has been absolutely deadly on set pieces. Great crossing. Again, very much looping into dangerous areas almost at all times. Very, very good on both set pieces. He assisted Gabriel and Saliba to get the goal. Important. We needed that. And bro, every counter that was happening didn't happen because Declan Rice was in your face. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do. If you don't get him, you get Saliba behind you or Gabriel behind you. If you get past Gabriel, you have Saliba behind him. What are you gonna do? And by the time you're thinking about, oh, okay, I got past 2, let me get past the other one, everyone else is behind you, and now you're stuck. Like, Declan Rice is such a transition monster. He's so comfortable in possession. He's become comfortable with set piece taking, and you saw the screamer. You saw what he did. You saw what he did. Dragged his nuts all over the hammers. Oh my goodness, bro. He was doing nasty things with the hammers, bro. He was doing nastier things than Miley Cyrus in the Wrecking Ball video. It was not pretty. It was not pretty, bro. Declan Rice. He gets a 9.5. I don't care. I'll throw him up there too. Martin Odegaard gets a 9. Oh my goodness. Our captain today. This guy, he's just unreal. He's just unreal. I don't get it. I don't understand how, like, he's a monster. Again, in duels, he was very much a monster. But again, just passing in the build-up, he was just so quick, so sharp. How many passes into the final third? He just kept zooming, breaking line. Like, it was consistent. It was so crazy. Again, this guy is damn near irreplaceable in games like this. And again, the aggression on the press and the aggression in tackling is such an added bonus to when I see him play. He is so good at, again, just being an aggressor in certain situations when needed and picking the ball off and finding the right spot to put it. Fantastic. He gets a 9. Bro. He was utterly sensational today. You can't put any fault on that. Let's get to the front line. Gabriel Martinelli for me gets an 8.8. Nah, he gets an 8 today. I give him an 8. I want to say specifically in spots where, you know, he could have easily lost the ball. He could have easily, you know what I'm saying, not found the right pass in and been a little bit too overzealous. He was fantastic and he was poised. He picked the right decision. He chose the right lane. He made the right pass almost every single time out. It was very, very solid to see the consistency of decision making when it needed to, you know, hold the ball a little bit, open up some space, pick the right pass back and retain possession, or find the right killer pass to the ball. Didn't necessarily find his way a couple of times. There was like a square ball in. I think he was looking for Saka or somebody, but it didn't hit. But that's the idea. That's the wing play I wanted to see. And I honestly, my thought was early in the game when it was a little bit tight and they were pressing us high, I wanted them to swing the ball to him as fast as possible, whether you cross it through or switch it early, get the ball to Martinelli, because he had Soufal. I think he had Soufal pretty much on toast. He was going to find it. The double was coming fast, but I feel like if you acted quick enough, Martinelli would have been a spark plug to get a lot of things moving. But I think he did good with what he was dealt today. Solid stuff. He gets an 8 from me. Leandro Trossard gets a 9 from me today, specifically for his passing range. Oh, that first half passing range was ridiculous. You need to go back and look at what he was doing. Oh my, again, whew, oh my goodness, the way he picked passes was so good. What I was mentioning before with getting Martinelli on the ball on the wing in isolation to sort of 1v1 situations quicker, he was the first one that I saw initiated those in the first half. The whole Bukayo Saka goal, the whole Bukayo Saka pen, the first one, that doesn't happen if the under trouser isn't quick on the ball and pings it right to Saka to get him in space. Doesn't happen. The way he was able to pull markers out, find spaces, and pick the right pass, he was all action. He was all action false nine today. You cannot hold him. That was a fantastic performance from Trossard. Ever since he's come back from break, he's been nothing but sensational, bro. He's been nothing but an absolute terror to people we've been facing. I love it. I need more. I need more, man. You've been doing a fantastic job, Trossard. Love it. 9.0 today. And my man of the match, bro. My man of the match. 10 out of 10 for our 100 goal and assist star boy, Bukayo Saka, man. He's my man of the match, bro. What more do you want? Coming back to the place last year that created a demon, he exercised it like Ace Ventura. What more do you want? What more do you want? What more do you want? Goes through again. He was such purposeful on the ball. It was purposeful. It felt like nothing went to waste. And most of the season, nothing really goes to waste. You know what I mean? Sometimes things peter out and like the tempo slows down. But I feel like he was a tempo starter today. I feel like he was on the right side for me of the tempo to where once he receives it, he's gonna survey options real quick and then move and not just lay off and let it go. I feel like he was very, very on it today. Again, the alertness to check the run for the penalty shout. Perfect. What was his second goal? I can't remember what the second goal was. Was it when he cut him? Oh yeah, when he sent it was what's it called, Mavropanos and who was it? Emerson. He just went right in between. He said, "Excuse me, eek." He said, "Eek." Excuse me. Open the lane up. Cross that boy. I think it was Mavropanos out of his boots. And tucked it near a post, man. That's a star boy. I don't want to hear none of this crazy talk. Y'all gonna make me sound like that dude on the Chief Love Sosa intro. I don't want to hear no crazy talk about nobody come step into soccer like this. Where is your winger? Saka's my winger. I tell you that, boy. But to run through some of these other players real quick, I know we had some subs on the bench. Let me run through them. Hey, good to see El Neni back. You know what I'm saying? I just give a ball standard 7. Reese has some good touches. He'll get a 7 as well. And Ketty, I'll give him a 7 as well. Cedric, good job having a 7, man. And a 7.5 I'm giving to Ethan and Waneri. I can't. I'm sorry if I butchered the name. Listen, to be 16 years old, which is disgusting for me to say because my mortality is showing very much. To be 16 years old and to be so composed like that on the pitch. Cedric gave you the room to run. It's like, hey man, just pick your pass, do your time. Just the poise, man. It just felt natural. It just felt, hey, okay, boom, bang, bang, pass this, draw him in for contact, you know what I'm saying, let it roll. Like, it just felt like he'd been there already. It felt like he'd been there like 200 times before. Like, he already had 200 appearances for the club. Like, it felt like a good run out for him, and I'm glad it was more than 3 minutes, you know what I'm saying? So all the people who was like, where's Arteta with the youngsters? Y'all can shut up now. Y'all can leave it be, and we got some minutes, and we can roll forward. So I'm really hoping we see more of him in some slightly, you know what I'm saying, more situations across the season as we get to it. You know what I'm saying? Business end might not allow it, but we'll see as time goes on. Yeah, good stuff, man. Fans today get a 10 out of 10. What sung West Ham out of the building. What more do you want, baby? And Arteta gets a 11 out of 10, man. Coached the 4-0, got a 6-0. What do you want, man? What do you want? This is what we're doing, man. I don't even know what we got. Champions League next. I'm hoping our players can recover in time so we can get our full squad back as soon as possible. But ass whooping today. Go iron them clothes, Irons. Go iron them clothes. I told you 10 times. Go iron, man. Get up out of here, man. But let me know what you thought about the game. Go in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on the game, your favorite performances, favorite players, favorite goals, all that good stuff. And then we'll chat on the next one. I don't even know what the next game is, but we'll figure it out. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share all the talk and what's going on. Make sure you show love to the channel and keep posted for more content that's coming. We love you. We appreciate you. COYJ. Peace.